I'm so grateful you're joining me today. We're making mulled wine and spiced cider, and you probably already have everything you need in your kitchen ready to go. We're gonna preheat our pan to medium-low, and we're gonna toast our spices before we get our cider in there. I have 1 tablespoon of whole allspice and 1 tablespoon of whole clove in here. I'm gonna add 4 cinnamon sticks. I like mine a little spicy, so I'm literally just gonna add 1 tiny chili bowl. It doesn't take much. You can do whatever you want. Chipotle's good in here too. We're gonna let these toast until we just start to smell them open up. You can do whatever spices you wanna do. If this was summer, you could do red peppercorn. We're gonna do autumn, holiday, fall, wintery spices. As our spices toast up, we're gonna slice some fresh ginger. I've got about a high 5 of ginger. I'm gonna use all of it. This can be a rough chop, and I'm gonna leave the skins on anyway. Get all our ginger in there. Oh, it smells like super duper spicy candle in my house. As soon as all of our spices are open, we're gonna add our cider. I have about a gallon of apple cider here. It's all gonna get consumed in my house. And we're gonna turn this up to high, and we're gonna bring this to a rolling boil. As this reduces down, I'm gonna add like a ½ teaspoon of sea salt, just to make sure everything tastes great. Our cider has been boiling for about 15 minutes. The cinnamon sticks have opened up and everything's getting nice and spicy. If you wanted to have this on low for like 2 hours, it's gonna be rich, delicious, and spicy. But I'm gonna have some now. Turn my heat off. Oh my goodness. So steamy. I love it just as is, but you could add whiskey or anything else like that if you wanted to make it a little more spirited. No. I'm excited for you guys to try this. It's rich and spicy. I actually used all the exact same spices to make some mulled wine, but I made it last night. In here, I have a 1.5 liter bottle, those big giant bottles you got of wine, instead of the gallon of apple cider, and all the exact same spices we used for our cider. Since wine needs a little bit of extra sugar in there, instead of adding sugar, I sliced an orange and threw it in there. I had this on low overnight in my slow cooker and just let it perfume my house with spicy mulled wine flavors. I decided to use a Cabernet Sauvignon because that was what was on sale at my store. Any sweet red blend would be a really easy peasy way to go, or whatever your local store recommends. This is potent, which is why this teacup is much smaller than my last teacup. Oh my goodness. The allspice and the red wine. And I love that little bit of orange because it adds a little bit of freshness to that rich, jammy wine flavor. Cheers. I love it warm, but you could also do it iced if you want. Ooh. That's awesome. Just in case you use a wine that's not as sweet, you can add a little bit of honey or maple syrup right there at the end. You do whatever tastes good to you. And please celebrate responsibly. I will see you next week with a diet-free New Year's Eve special. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a blessed New Year's to you all. Merry Christmas!